in their Congress that are hostile about Jamaica as this friend of Cuba and non-aligned country and third world business and all this happens. And certainly that has had a tremendous effect on investment. It has slowed down investment and we paid high prices.
Manley believes the highest price he's had to pay is the collapse of the Jamaican economy. This is Kingston International Airport.
So this is a video, this is the raw truth. So the video I was playing was one with former Prime Minister Michael Manley when we spoke about the Jamaica economy of the 70s before Edward Seago won the election, the 1980 election. And Manley was returned to power in the 1989 election after he refused to contest the 1983 snap election by Edward Seago, giving the former Prime Minister a full, back then 60 seats parliamentary seats in government. But this is a video I want you to finish here, this video of what Jamaica went through under the Manley regime of the 70s.
The conveyor belt transporting luggage looks like a mobile supermarket. Domestic goods unobtainable here are brought in by passengers from North America. Without foreign exchange, Jamaica is running out of the basic commodities people need to live. What things are you short of here?
The basic commodities: rice, flour, codfish, oil, bread.
No bread.
No bread.
Is this a typical day?
Yes, it's a typical day.
Why can't you get the things?
Well, it's all due to the economic situation in the country. We haven't got any foreign exchange.
Since 1972, we have had 7 negative years of growth. The only country in the world. There's no other country in the world that has that record. Since 1972, our reserves have plunged from $157 million to minus $600 million. We have a record in the world that no other country has.
When a country goes broke, its people go broke with it. Unemployment is now around.
I want to stop to restate that point that the speaker just making this video. Hope it's clear on your end. You know, I would say I'm smart, intelligent, but I'm not technology savvy. So my videos are of poor quality when it comes to technology. Now, what the person just said is that when, let me see if I could go back a little bit.
Goes broke, its people go broke with it. Unemployment.
When a country goes broke, its people go broke with it. So I know our present Prime Minister, the Honorable Michelangelo Onus, is more message to the people for re-election, for the third term, is on an economical front. And economy is taking a risk because in economy, a lot of people do not understand how economy works. It's like kids, and I'm going to bring that kids scenario later on in the video to explain to it. It's like kids in a household. They're there, like a lot of kids grow up and say they never know they were poor because their parents didn't let them feel the effect of real poverty. They protected them by how parents only get money in the household. Whether it's a single parent, most likely a mom, or both parents working together, whether in a lower income neighborhood, or middle class neighborhood. So I'm going to let the video finish play. It's probably have about a minute and change left if I don't interrupt it again and explain more. And not so much the economical front, but people understanding what it means to have a healthy country. And it's simple like what the guy said. A country is broke, the people will be broke. And I will go into details more what that means going down the line. So here we go.
Employment is now around 30%, and factories are closing down daily. At this plastics factory, workers have been laid off, and half the remaining workforce sits idle, the machines covered up. Without foreign exchange, the company cannot import raw materials. The Bank of Jamaica is broke, £130 million in debt. On the walls of Kingston, Manly's opponents know where to put the blame. IMF is Manly fault. Senior Albertelli, a banker with the International Monetary Fund, came to Jamaica to negotiate a small loan on top of the $1 billion the country already owes. He demanded an end to ambitious socialist programs the country couldn't afford. Manley and his party...
Like what the guy said, I forgot the rep name that's from IMF that was in Jamaica at that time. He said that the then Prime Minister, Malcolm Manley, must give up his ambitious socialist program because it doesn't work. You understand? And I spoke to a friend of mine from Jamaica from yesterday, and he's the one who actually, you know the funny thing? He called me and I spoke to him, and I did not realize that he uploaded this video hours before I spoke to him. And I had intention of talking about this video, sorry about that, or something to this effect, doing this video. So it just comes in the perfect timing. And I will elaborate on these social issues, I guess communism, and how it can be the death of a country, especially financially speaking, by the way. And basically when a country is very, very broke or too broke, then it's basically the death of the country because everything else will collapse and nothing will be functioning. So let me just finish off this video. We have about 30 seconds and to finish this video, and then I will go into what I have to say.
Party, widely blamed for gross economic mismanagement, refused to accept dramatic government spending cuts. Now the talks have broken down, Jamaica is all but bankrupt. The biggest loss Jamaica suffered has been the drain of people, the desertion from their homes in the Kingston suburbs of the vital middle class. They're mainly living in America, their houses empty or rented out.
Okay, so that's the end of the video. So, like the guy said in that piece, that there was also a drainage of the people, I guess the middle class, because they couldn't survive, and they migrated, empty houses were left, and as he said at the end of the video, Jamaica was bankrupt. So, and that's the 70s in Jamaica for you. And, you know, you could come with all the ideas that you could create, and you could come with valuable programs. At the end of the day, like, you know, one thing the PMP will preach is Malcolm Manley about, you know, no bastard child, NHT, and stuff like that. But guys, if there are no money on the country balance sheet, that's coming in the country coffer, that's coming in the country pocket, if they're not collecting taxes, the country will not be able to function to take care of its people. And then also, say the country is collecting money or whatever, but the socialist program, if you are giving money to people, just giving away money, and there's nothing coming back from it, then the country won't be able to have money to take care of its basic needs that to take care of. As Prime Minister Andrew only say, like fixing road, fixing hospital. And what I like what the Prime Minister said, he make a very important point that when you build something, when you build an institution, an infrastructure, it has a date of when it will no longer be able to hold up by itself. And you have to go back and maintain it. You should maintain it throughout from inception that it was built. But also when it comes to a time where say it's built for 100 years, that's when you should probably put in more work on it so that it can regain its strength and last for a little longer time. Or in some cases, you probably have to demolish it and rebuild it. In either case, it takes money. As Edward Sager said, it takes cash to care. But the care cannot be, socialism is giving to people. And that does not help a country building and move forward. Nobody can argue that fact, that it does not help a country. Hospitals, schools, paying civil servants, teachers, doctors, taking care of infrastructure, it does not work. And it brings me to the point of saying this video, even after 10 minutes, this video is really for poor people who constantly, since I was a little boy, and I'm a certain age now, I'm in my 40s, but since I was a little boy, I keep on, even when I spoke to a friend of mine from Jamaica, I call his name, OJ, I say that much, saying, not doing nothing for me, not doing nothing for me. And it's not the purpose of government to do something for you. As JFK said, don't ask what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. It's be careful the door there, please. It's the government job is to keep the financial wealth, the financial wealth of the country to a level where it becomes attractive to enterprising, what people will call investors. And investors will come in, and when the economical atmosphere, the financial atmosphere is what is palpable, that they can work in, that they can accept the economical climate. That is where the people will come with their business and the idea and the creativity, and they will build shop. And that's what will create jobs for the people to work and make their money. It's not government taking money from what they collect from most likely taxes or grants or whatever, and give it to the people. That there's no production there. There's no production. And it brings me to the, I hope I'm not repeating myself, but it brings me to the point of within a household, especially in lower income community. And again, now after 12 minutes, I come for you, the fully Dunce one again. Fully Dunce Jamaican. I think you are the one that are cutting off your nose to spite your face, and you're probably doing it unintentionally. Because you're sitting down there, and I'm from West Kingston. I'm not going to go, I'm a proud product of West Kingston. And my dream one day is to go to West Kingston. Probably not this election. Hopefully next election I'll be a candidate. And believe it or not, it doesn't matter. I just love my constituency, my community, and I just want to do for them. Now, when you look at West Kingston, right? You're saying in our community, Jungle, South St. Andrew, back to in Posa era, but Jungle in South St. Andrew. When you look at like in these communities, there are a lot of people that are home, not getting out of morning time, sorry, to go to work. And you think that if you're going to give all these people money, you as the MP, you as the councillor, it leaves you with nothing for yourself. This is why I don't like people going to MP or councillors for any benefit, or even the caretaker representative. Because it's just not productive for nobody at all. And it can never be enough. You give a guy a $30,000 a year, it's going to go last for a month, and you cannot be able to afford to give a female, even if a constituent that you like, a female and you're a male representative, it's not going to, come on guys, I shouldn't have to explain this. It's not going to be enough. We need people to get up on morning time to go out to work. So again, I'm sorry using this term again. The point I'm making is that, now for those who go out to work, this is a big point I'm trying to make. For those who go out to work, they are working probably because there are intelligent people in this community that have great jobs. I know a few people from my community that have great jobs and making good money. But a lot of people are making, they are lower income earner. They are not making a lot. Even people in residential area goes out sometimes to job where they're not making a lot. But the point I'm trying to make, when you're a lower income earner, you understand? You you shield your kids them from feeling the harshness of poverty. Right or wrong? So like a time kids grow up, they were poor. You understand? The most kids that know that they're poor is probably food insecurity. When you go and get a 3 square meal daily. I was one that didn't get my 3 square meal daily. My mom, she was very poor. And everybody know my mom to be a very hard-working woman. You understand? And parents, I'm talking to you now. If you don't earn the money, which is the money you earn is like the taxes government collect. And if you don't earn that money, how are you gonna manage you're living somewhere, you wanna paint your walls if you're living in a building like where I was from, thank God to Mississauga, or those flat houses that people call buy houses, and they could build on it. If you're not earning enough money where you could take care of your kids' needs, clothes, shoes, money for school, when the annual school reopening where you have to buy a uniform and stuff like that. If you do have money and food, laundry, grocery food, and if you have the money to take care of the basic needs, then like what my mom would do, she was able to paint Christmas time. She have to wipe down the walls. It looked pretty. It looked like it was painted, but that's what she have to do. She was able to fix the apartment, stuff. Was able to get nice furniture. And you got to understand, that is how our government work. You understand? So you may say, okay, this person come and this councillor, caretaker, or this MP, caretaker, or member of parliament themselves, or councillor come and they give you money and whatever. You don't think we come and say, oh, my MP, councillor do something for me. That's not how it should work. Because when they give you that, they're taking away from other stuff that they should be doing. And I used to wonder why in the 90s, why looking up from the 90s till now, why so many places just get worse and worse and worse. Deteriorating until now under the Homeless Administration now is taking care of infrastructure. And that's facts. We cannot deny that. So, it's a long video. With the small point I'm trying to make is that the fully Dunce one game or the ghetto one game, you cannot afford to let people bringing you bun and cheese or giving you a small change or those bulla work where you cut grass and stuff like that and think that's the way our government is supposed to function. No, that's what even JP MP are doing that now. But the government itself and cabinet with the finance minister from Nigel to no favor is trying to change how Jamaica going about doing those stuff and get Jamaica about enterprising and more business minded. And even those in the ghetto and stuff like that, you can now come with a business plan and you want to set up shop and access to loan, get in the financial market and start your own business. Jamaica's all the enterprises. I come from town, Coronation Market, the parade, people selling goods and stuff like that. But there are other business ventures, people selling food, but there are other business ventures you could not look into to go into. And so Prime Minister Owens is trying to change how we go about being enterprising and creating jobs in Jamaica and stuff like that. And that is why he's not trying to have a run with it budget so Jamaica fall on his face. He's trying to make sure that we're building and getting more healthier and healthier financially so that people can gain access to loan to start their own business and get more taxes coming, and it's more the government can do for the country. And again, for those that are in the lower income area who's fully done, that's a simple way of doing it. You understand? You need to understand that money has to come in to make the country better, but the money is not to give to you for the handout policy of what the PMP is used to. And you say they are doing something for you. My God, look around you in these kind of communities. If money is not coming from foreign to build up a little yard, That's where you want to continue living, and that's what you want the kids to continue grow in. You don't want them to grow into to be able to fix up the houses that you are living, if those living board and zinc fences, to fix it up and have real concrete unit and paying your light bill and paying your water bill. Because there are people that work at National Water Commission that want a proper salary, and they're probably not getting the salary that they're supposed to be getting. There are people at JPS that want proper salary. And that doesn't mean because your water rate is high, or your JPS bill is high, that doesn't mean you have to accept it. That's the thing, we need active electorate, not illiterate, active voters. Your responsibility is not only just election day, you go out and vote. Your responsibility is to keep, it's not just opposition supposed to keep the government at task to make sure certain things are done. It is we, the voters, the electorate, supposed to, on a daily basis, challenge the government, our governance for a better country. So I'm going to close this, probably repeating the same shit, that you have to understand that just as though when you have your own story, you have a baby mother, you live with your baby mother, and your kids them, and you're going out to work, and the money you have to stretch and whatever and all like that, it's the same way our government advance. Remember, government work for us. We vote for them, they work for us. So it's the same thing. You have to put them to, you have to understand that they have to build a country, put them to task of doing better. It shouldn't be an illegal to say, I love my country, so I'm going to do this right for them. Because many of them do not have that mentality. Many of them do not have that care really to build a country, economically wise, wealth wise, so to trickle down to the people. And I remember that their job is to stay, that's their job, to stay in power. And a lot of them, they rather give to somebody for somebody to like them. If you go one time, you get the money and get you hungry so many other time, and you don't have it so many other time, but you remember this person give you money, you keep voting them in, and you're living a life like that. And you're not supposed to live a life like that. You are not supposed to live a life like that. You are supposed to be able to get up, go to a job, and you're supposed to also have the ability, as what the Labour Party is doing, further educate yourself, as they call continuing education in America, or adult education. You go and study qualification, you're supposed to can go out there so you could get a better job, or a better paying job. Go with the skills and qualification. That's our true society function. And that's what you must want from your government. And that's what you need to find out if that's what the government is doing. Stop with the handout and stop with the begging. So I'm going to close this video saying that. And again, please like, probably never said before, I'm saying again, but please like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to watch the video. And hopefully we can have some comment, some healthy discussion. Alright, thanks.